In this segment you will learn how to protect your spreadsheet and parts of your spreadsheet. The first thing we're going to do is go to the Review ribbon, and we're going to go to Protect Sheet. Under Protect Sheet we've got a drop-down box with the check marks in the various places. It's Protect Worksheet and Contents of Locked Cells, Select Locked Cells, Select Unlocked Cells. In other words, we're going to protect the whole worksheet at this point. You'll create a password. Make sure you know what your password is that you've saved, because it's going to ask for it again, and the only way to get back into this worksheet is to re-enter this password. So now if I go to try to change the data, I get an error message that says you can't. This worksheet is protected. So I say OK, and if you'll notice, if you go up to the ribbon, it says Unprotect Sheet. Before it said Protect Sheet. So I'll click on Unprotect Sheet. It asks for my password, and there I'm ready to go again. Now if we go into Protect Sheet again, there's a number of things that you can do to protect or to allow users to do. Format cells, columns and rows, insert columns, rows, delete. You've got a whole myriad of things, and you can allow your users, other users of your spreadsheet, to do certain things just by clicking on these various boxes. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to save the workbook and protect it from anybody actually opening the workbook. So if I do a file, and I'm using Excel version 2010, you may have to hunt for the ability to do the same thing with your spreadsheet if you're not using 2010. It could be under Tools, General Operations. It could be under a My Documents area. But in 2010, this is what it looks like. You're at the spot for info, and what we're going to do is use Protect Workbook. It says anyone can open, copy, and change any part of this workbook. That's the way it's sitting right now. If we protect it, we're going to encrypt it with a password, and of course it asks you for a password twice. And now the box changes to a password is required to open this workbook. So I'm going to save it, and I'll just save it as Book 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of the Book 3, not the Excel program, just Book 3, by clicking on this X, and you'll see there's not even a workbook here at this point. I'll do a File, and I'm going to try to open up Book 3, and right away it asks me for a password. And I'm back in my spreadsheet. It's extremely important to remember these passwords to be able to work in the worksheet or even to open the workbook. This concludes the segment on protecting your workbook and your worksheet.